Welcome everyone, and thank you for tuning in to today's extended news roundup from Pattaya, Thailand's world-famous seaside city, where each day brings fresh stories of resilience, responsibility, and community spirit. I'm your host, and over the next few minutes, we'll cover 5 important updates from public safety and city services to road incidents, law enforcement operations, and insights for visitors. Settle in, and let's begin. Our first story highlights a preventable street hazard and a quick community response. A 28-year-old German visitor, identified as Mr. Christoph, was injured in the early hours of Tuesday morning after stepping on an unstable drain cover on central Pattaya Soi 14. The incident happened around 4:30 a.m. on October 21st. Swang Borabon rescue teams and local police arrived rapidly, administered first aid, and assessed the site. Mr. Christoph sustained abrasions to his left knee, and although responders recommended further care, he declined transport and asked to return to his accommodation. Witnesses told authorities the metal cover appeared loose, and when pressure was applied, it flipped, causing his foot to drop into the drainage opening. Nearby residents, some of whom shared their own past mishaps, urged City Hall to review covers along busy walkways, especially near shops and transport stops. One passerby remarked that appearances can be deceiving, saying that even in a clean and beautiful district, a single faulty cover can lead to injury. Municipal crews have been reminded to prioritize inspections, and the city again encouraged the public, including tourists, to report hazards immediately via the hotline 1337. A quick call can prevent the next accident. Our second story turns to a sensitive issue seen in many tourist destinations, the presence of street beggars, and how empathy from visitors can unintentionally sustain a cycle. Authorities in Pattaya, led by the Ministry of Social Development and Human Security with support from police and municipal officers, conducted a citywide operation across South Pattaya Road, Beach Road, and Pattaya Second Road. 12 individuals were apprehended for assessment, documentation, and referral to social services. Officials noted that many of those found panhandling are Thais facing economic hardship, including a man who said he was released from prison 3 months ago and has struggled to find a job, earning roughly 200 baht per day from donations. Many contributions, he added, come from sympathetic foreign tourists who want to help but may not realize the broader impact. Critics of the sweeps argue that enforcement alone addresses symptoms, not roots. Without sustained support such as job placement, vocational training, counseling, and safety nets, people may return to the streets. City leaders acknowledge this tension and reaffirm that the goal is both dignity and order, a welcoming city image paired with real pathways out of poverty. Visitors who wish to help are encouraged to donate to vetted charities, community kitchens, or official social programs, rather than direct street giving. Authorities say this approach channels goodwill into long-term solutions. Our third story focuses on a decisive law enforcement action taken one day after a national policy change related to card games as sports. On October 23rd at 8:06 p.m., Banglamung District Chief Mr. Pacharapat Sritanyanan ordered a sting operation at the Lucky Fishing Pond in Mu 4, following community complaints about frequent gatherings. Sub-district chiefs Mr. Natawat Sopanselpasilp and Mr. Tarit Jansharun led the team. Officers reportedly posed as anglers, observed the situation, and when play began, gave the signal for a coordinated raid. 13 individuals were detained in connection with a high-low or hilo gambling setup. Police seized 7,740 baht in cash, a score sheet, a dice tray, a cover, dice, and a mobile phone used to record game results. The alleged organizer, a 49-year-old man identified as Mr. Nirand, last name withheld, was arrested with 12 other suspects. All were transferred, along with the seized items, to Hua Yai Police Station for legal processing. Authorities emphasized that community tips are essential and that similar operations will continue to maintain order and to respond swiftly when residents report illegal activity. Officials added that awareness campaigns will underline the recent national decision regarding card games as sports and remind the public that recreational activities must comply with current law. Our fourth story is a serious road collision captured on CCTV, reminding everyone that one split second on a motorcycle can change lives. On Thursday afternoon, October 23rd, at approximately 3:45 p.m., a motorcycle carrying a young couple collided with an ice cream vendor's sidecar motorcycle on the Sri Racha Nong Yai Bu Road, near the Tidman Mu Krata restaurant in Mu 1, Sri Racha. Responders from Sri Racha Swang Prateep, together with paramedics from Vibaram Lame Chabong Hospital and Sri Racha Police, arrived rapidly. At the scene, a white Honda Scoopy I had overturned along the roadside. The rider, 22-year-old Miss Lakana Leomrat, was unconscious, with a severe facial injury and multiple abrasions. Her passenger, 23-year-old Mr. Putanet Matra, was largely unhurt but deeply distressed. In the center of the roadway, the vendor's blue Honda Wave sidecar motorcycle was left nose down, rear wheel pointing skyward, with containers and equipment scattered. The vendor, believed to be a man in his late 40s to mid-50s of Myanmar nationality, lay injured and unable to move. Both seriously injured individuals, the vendor and Miss Lakana, were transported urgently for treatment. Mr. Putanet told local media that he had asked Miss Lakana to drive him toward a hospital because he felt unwell. He claimed the vendor signaled right, then swerved left, leaving no time to avoid impact. However, CCTV footage reviewed afterward appears to show the vendor slowing in the lane when the couple's bike struck from behind at high speed, causing the dramatic rollover of the sidecar and throwing the vendor to the ground. Police are examining statements, on-scene evidence, and the CCTV timeline to determine responsibility. Authorities urge all riders to keep a safe following distance, reduce speed at intersections, and remember that commercial sidecar bikes need extra space to maneuver safely. Our fifth story offers perspective for travelers, especially couples, on expectations, relationships, and the realities of a high-energy destination. Pattaya is a place of contrasts and choices. On one side, beaches, golf courses, cafes, fitness centers, night markets, and a broad range of entertainment. With a simple motorcycle, you can explore for months, discovering new corners every day. On the other side, there are adult-oriented districts that some visitors avoid and others approach cautiously, keeping personal boundaries and commitments front and center. The challenge often emerges when hopes meet reality. Some relationships that begin in fast-moving holiday settings are built on brief encounters or different expectations. What feels like instant compatibility can be tested by cultural differences, day-to-day responsibilities, and financial stress. What seemed effortless during a short trip can become complicated once routines and priorities enter the picture. Many visitors learn that the energy of Pattaya is best enjoyed with clarity, open communication, and mutual respect. For some couples, the experience strengthens trust. For others, mismatched expectations and late-night lifestyles create friction. That's why some travelers eventually return alone, choosing a slower pace, a focus on wellness, sport, and daytime activities, or simply exploring the city at their own tempo. Local advisors suggest a few simple principles for happier visits. Set clear plans together, agree on budgets, communicate boundaries early, Choose accommodations that match your routine and schedule plenty of daytime activities so the trip isn't defined only by nightlife. Pattaya can be a fantastic destination for couples when shared expectations lead the way. As these stories show, Pattaya is more than a postcard. It is a living city, balancing safety, fairness, and hospitality every single day. We've seen a street hazard addressed through fast reporting, a social challenge approached with both compassion and order, a targeted enforcement action guided by community tips, a sobering road crash under active investigation, and thoughtful guidance for visitors who want their memories to last for the right reasons.
Thank you for watching and for staying informed with us today. If you enjoyed this update, please like, share, and subscribe for more real stories and voices from Pattaya, Thailand's most vibrant seaside destination. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you soon. Thank you for watching.